so I began to do what I call and create what I call an Ascension wave. And I'm glad to say that things are going very well. I have a group of future ascended that I'm training. And everyone is moving very beautifully. And I'm very, I have gratitude for the effort and the togetherness that's being shown by the men and women who are participating in this effort. I want to mention a couple of things that are connected to the Ascension process. The energy increase that I talked about a couple of times already is actually the first step of Ascension. It's the idea that all of a sudden you feel your field really wide and really open, extending way beyond you. But there are multiple ways in which you can achieve that energy increase. The safe way to do it is to work on your negative ego and your desire body. And the more you work on this, and the more you do this, the more you begin to reassemble your fragmented subconscious mind. And the more you reassemble it, the more complete you are. And when the energy increase occurs, you're whole. There are other ways to achieve this. There are breathing techniques. There are different kind of yogas that you can do that actually will give you the energy increase. But the danger is what I have experienced myself, which is that if you have not done anything on your desire body and on your negative ego, the moment that energy increase occurs, your negative ego content will fly outside of you and you become a menace to yourself and to everyone around you. So it is important that you understand that this is not something that's desirable. Now, additionally, one can actually connect to what I call energies from twilight masters, beings that are on the gray side. They are neither light nor dark, and they will give you the energy increase, but at a price. So I want to be very clear about this so that the student out there is able to maneuver themselves safely. You choose which path you want. The safe path, the one that will promise you, a quick fix, and then you're stuck for several lifetimes trying to untangle yourself from some gray creature, or do you want to do this the right way? The other item that I want to mention as well is that once your field is extended and becomes extremely wide, the next thing to occur is that there is an incredible realization that there is no separation between you or anything else that's outside of you. In fact, there is no outside. The idea that all of a sudden you begin to realize that you and everyone else are one. It is not an empathing thing, because when you empath, you're trying to gather information, you're still separate. It is the realization that you and literally everything else is connected, is one. And there is incredible, your unconditional love, your capacity to give and to share and to be tolerant and to be accepting increases tremendously. Because how could you not love you? How could you not care for you? So you're so much more accepting and so much more open to everything else that's around you. Okay? The third item that I want to mention here is that, and that part is extremely difficult to teach. I have not found a right way to, I can only be the cheerleader that tries to explain this to people, but it can't be, there is no protocol. It's not like you do A, B, C, D, and then you get there. And that is, and wisdom. I don't know how to teach it because it's not about something that you can acquire, swallow, or take a pill. It is about something that is acquired over time, over experience, and over maturity. You have to grow into it. It is not something that's suddenly occurred because you're standing in a very specific way. Let me explain. When you have this increased and you begin to realize the connection that you have with everyone else, the first thing that begins to occur is that you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding of everything that's around you. Suppose someone comes to you for counseling and you begin to pick up information about them. Suppose you realize that there's a traumatic experience in their past, and that traumatic experience, some people may feel compelled to reveal to them. What I'm saying here is that wisdom has to step in at that moment, because not all truth are okay to be said. Everything is about the timing. Because if this person who's coming to you for counseling is not psychologically and psychically ready for this information, you revealing it to them will shatter them into pieces. There comes the wisdom here. This is where you begin to realize this person is not prepared and ready. I can tell them a little bit about it. I can give them a general idea. I can give them a little bit, I can give them an allegory. I can give them, and this is where the wisdom comes in, to know what to say, when to say.